everybody, how you guys doing today? Poleshift alert here. We just thought we'd go through a couple more frames of things and let you guys see what's going on out there in the world, okay? Imagine a population so brainwashed that you could convince them to be terrified of a virus that they have never seen while spraying them daily in broad daylight, only for them to deny it's happening to them because no one on TV told them it was. Now, clearly, our TV has become propaganda. I think it's safe to say that no pharmaceutical ads are going to be removed. I guess they're running TV now. If you take a look, you won't see any ads for any local stores on TV anymore. They've been priced out. Just like you've been priced out of an apartment, you've been priced out of getting groceries. You know, they want to tell you that inflation is 8% and that we're in the golden age. Then explain to me why a 2 liter of Pepsi is 3 times the price of what it used to be. Explain to me why crackers, when I started telling everybody to stock up and prepare, used to be 99 cents and now they're $4. There ain't no 8% about it. This is 200-300% inflation. The numbers they're saying, that these unemployment numbers, they're all lies. Nobody has any money. Everyone's broke. The only thing golden right now is how bad the elites are ripping us off. They're the only ones that's making money, is the upper echelon of the people. They're taking everything and leaving nothing behind before the pole shift. And you're being brainwashed by them and being out there marching in the streets and doing stuff for these people. They don't give a damn about you. Right now they're saying New York feels like the day after tomorrow because they got a couple feet of snow, and it's nothing new that New York gets snow. I mean, let's be honest. This is weather that you're seeing. But I'm going to put something up right now that's going to show you something that you might understand a little bit more from wherever you're standing on Earth, and I'll explain it in a second. Right now, the North Pole has moved by about 600 kilometers. Now, this is quite significant. Now, if the North Pole is moving, like I'm moving that graphic right there, think about this. Think about if this graphic below me right here is weather, a cloud, and it comes over the top of you. Okay, it's going to create a weather condition over the top of you. What if the Earth starts turning and you start getting somebody else's weather? This graphic right here shows how the North Pole has moved by 600 miles. Now, I want you to understand that if you were to move the North Pole by 600 miles or move the location of where you're at right now, think about what the weather's like 600 miles away from you to the north, 600 miles away to the south, 600 miles away to the east, and 600 miles away to the west. This is significant. 600 miles, if the North Pole has moved 600 miles, you're getting somebody else's weather. Straight up. Now, which direction of that 600 miles, you could be getting it, the 600, the 600 miles of weather doesn't have to be necessarily straight up or, like this, like a cross. Anywhere within that circle, that 600-mile circumference of where you're standing, you're getting somebody else's weather from 600 miles away. That's straight talk. Now, my boy El Menche, he puts out videos. He's a time traveler. And he put out this video showing underneath the Bay Bridge in 2050 with no water. But there's water close by. And this is mud. This isn't dry. There's also videos of 2050 showing Antarctica with no snow. So the pole by 2050 has moved. And seas and water have moved basins according to these time travelers, who I believe are legit as F. I believe time travel exists, and I believe that these guys are showing us a preview of the future. And in 2050, there's very few people around in any of these videos that they show, and you can believe them or not, like you believe the contents of this page or not. Like I said, people are out here giving information, and if I'm going to be the National Enquirer of the internet, then so be it. I don't mind taking you into the past, the present, and the future with my videos. Thank you. Here's a video in 2039 showing the Dome of the Rock blown up. Jerusalem, Israel in 2039. No more temple. Time travel for entertainment purposes only. Is it legit? Isn't it? Well, who would know? It's not 2039. Now, this lucky individual here has been chosen by the government to basically parrot everything that my website has put out, and good for her. You know, you're a government official, and you get to basically say all the stuff that I've been putting out. I don't get paid for it, but I'm sure you're being paid handsomely, so congratulations for being paid for putting out exactly the same content as me and not mentioning me at all in any way, shape, or form. Congratulations. Thank you, and have a nice day. Once again, the North Pole has moved by 600 miles, people. 600 miles. Walk 600 miles and tell me that's not a long ways. Thank you. New paper suggests that humans built boats and crossed oceans more than how many million years ago? More than 1 million years ago. Mankind was going across the oceans. Huh. So we were the first ones to discover America, were we? Please. So 14,600 years ago, or I'm saying between 14,600 and 12,000 years ago, sea level rose by 82 feet. Now, we are seeing massive flooding events, massive melting events. People are saying that there's no more snow in Antarctica already. So clearly, if a bunch of meltwater starts coming down from these glaciers, and we're seeing record temperatures in winter and the cold air being pushed to the middle because of what I believe is a pole shift. I believe the polar vortex is moving, and I read an article the other day how somebody explains how the polar vortex pushes the cold air around the equator like a ring, and then it creates this snowball earth effect or something like that. But clearly we are undergoing some problem on our polar vortex, and it most likely has to do with Earth slowing down. People are hearing these trumpets in the sky. This is the sound of Earth's core slowing, like the brakes of a squeaky car. So when you hear trumpets in the sky, that's Earth's core slowing from the mass and the magnetism of this object that is incoming, that is stopping our Earth's core from trying to rotate. So it's roiling the Earth's core, creating heating, creating the flow of the ocean to go off, the polar vortex. It's creating massive amounts of issues along with the pole itself moving, creating these magma blobs underneath these anomalies, as people are calling them. Earth has undergone many pole shifts, and these are some of just the latest few. The pole bounces around, and we're getting ready to bounce around again. If the location of the North Pole has moved by 600 miles, you can tell it in the moon. You can see that things are off. You can feel it in your bones. But I know President Trump keeps saying how great the economy is, but like Punch the Monkey, I'm getting my ass kicked. So now I've started a barbershop. Come by and I'll hug and groom you.